What day is it, T-Rex? What day is it? It's Wednesday, TK. What's the big deal? Oh, it's so much more than Wednesday, T-Rex. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. Nice to see you or hear you. Ooh, it's chilly. There's a dew in the grass. We had radiational cooling last night. A fog bank formed. Or was it a smoke bank? Foggy smoke. Looks like there's still some lingering out there. But from space, you can see it really distinctly from Cape Cod down to New Jersey. How can there be more smoke today than yesterday? Curious. Today is May 31st, the last day of meteorological spring. It's been an interesting spring. Started off kind of snowy, got pretty warm. We had a good amount of rain, then it got hot, and then we had a cool spell, and then we had a good amount of rain, and then it's been kind of up and down ever since. More record low temperatures this morning. 34 on the ice blocks known as Martha's Vineyard. The temperature is taken at the airport in the middle of the island where there's sort of pasturey area and the cool just pools there. And also Taunton, Massachusetts, this morning, 38 was a record low temperature. And tomorrow is the first day of hurricane season. And there's something in the Gulf of Mexico. The National Weather Service says there's a 20% chance that this develops into a tropical cyclone. Yesterday, the Euro had that going east of Florida, then intensifying and coming in our direction. Today, the Euro has that thing going east of Florida and disintegrating. But the Euro still has the old low that has been off the mid-Atlantic states, generating into a more powerful ocean storm, hundreds of miles to our east, with a central pressure of 977 millibars, now early next week. Yesterday, the Euro had another system to its west, bringing us a nor'easter the middle of next week. That's gone. GFS brings that Florida system right up the coast. So next week is going to be interesting. But back to today. Can we get a 6 to 12 hour forecast correct? For the third week in a row, they're going to attempt to launch the new season of the Twilight Racing Series in Hingham Bay off of Hull, right over there. 2 weeks ago, canceled, too much wind. Last week, canceled, big thunderstorm incoming. This week looks just right, except for the fact there's very little wind. When you're in the center of a high pressure system, what dominates is local orographic impact. So what happens on a day like today with the sun shining and the temperature going to 85 degrees inland, but very little in the way of pressure gradient, what's going to happen is the air is going to rise. That's a meso low pressure system over the land. And then over the water, the air is going to sink, meso high pressure system. And here is the high resolution NAM weather guidance for 6 p.m. Look at that little 1020 circle right over Hull. That is a meso low pressure system. 1020 is really a high barometer. But what I'm saying is there's a little depression in the pressure there. And so there'll be a southeast wind, pretty good speed just offshore. And then just inland over at Fenway Park, what a game last night, it'll be nearly calm. So really fickle sea breeze. Captain's knowledge again today. But we should have a fine race. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this smoke today. A lot of the forecasts have it lingering from Cape Cod to New Jersey, which was really kind of hard to accept because yesterday the smoke came from Nova Scotia on the flow from the northeast, and it must have just kind of congregated last night, not into just a bank of smoke, but a fog bank with smoke embedded near the ground in an inversion. So true smog bank we're tracking today. Really interesting. Going to be calling the play-by-play on that. Beautiful day, beautiful weather. And you know what they say about beautiful Wednesdays? Something bad's going to happen on Saturday. And it does look like we get a cold front coming in here Friday, and it's going to stall on the south coast here Saturday. The Euro says it's just going to be kind of gray and windy and chilly on Saturday. The GFS says we're going to get a lot of rain Friday night into Saturday in southern New England. Probably take a blend of those two things. So enjoy this beautiful midweek weather. The weekend does not look too good. Sunday should improve, but it's only going to be about 60 around Boston. And this colder air is going farther west in the last batch. So even in western New England, it's going to cool off. And then next week, I think that the Euro's probably out to lunch right now. Being so far out to sea, the GFS is probably too strong. But it should be a wetter week. Certainly couldn't be a drier week, could it? All right. I'll leave you with another. First time ever in my life, I saw a turkey take a dust bath yesterday. I didn't really know what that was. I had to Google it. So as I was calling the play-by-play, I thought he was just getting grubs. But it turns out turkeys do this to clean themselves, actually. Dusting keeps the feathers from matting, and it removes pests and parasites. And that happened right there. First, a big boat, then a big bird, then a big pack of dogs for your Enmore. Oh, wait, how about a little bunny before we go? What I thought, when I looked over here and I saw those wings just go, and I thought it was a hawk eating one of these bunnies before I found out it was the turkey. So you get your weather forecast and you get a good dose of nature when you come out the door for weather and more with T-Rex and TK. All right, talk to you later. Good luck in the race tonight. You know all those holes in the yard? Well, not all of them, but some of them. And this guy, never seen that one before. Yep, we got some grub removal teams at work today. Little dusty. Might rain next week. You just digging up the grubs for us? Okay, thanks. On to the next yard, right? Go up to the Smiths now. They're waiting for you. Send them up your way, Jerry. Oh, what? You want to stop over here and do some more in our yard? All right, whatever. You can go that way. I'll back up. I want to see what you did over here. Just kind of scratching around in the dust. Didn't do much. Appreciate the in more. Gotta like it. TK and T-Rex on nature. Nature. Out the door, weather and more. All natural. See ya. We saw a big boat, and then we saw a big bird. Now there's a big pack of dogs at the park. Who's in charge? This guy. Maybe he won't eat you, Rex. Can you show a more inviting look? Hi. 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 Yeah.
All right, kid.
What a friendly group you guys are. That's what a lot of exercise and good people will do for you. Look, there's a big T-Rex. Hi.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a Doberman thing.
Oh yeah, and another big thing, the moon. The waxing strawberry moon. Looks like we're just a few days away. You'd think I would know off the top of my head, but I don't. June 3rd, maybe? And we've got big pollen sacks. Let's check the state of the pollen. Oh yeah, it's getting good and dusty. This will be maximizing this week.